Ethan Klein finally gave us an update to the CPS being called to his house from wild Trisha fans and a Reddit thread. So before I go any further with my thoughts about that, I want to say that I just found out, I fell down the rabbit hole of this Alabama Barker drama. I have no idea that she was 19 years old. When I looked at the videos, in my opinion, that looks like a 30-year-old girl. Whoa. And it's because I'm cropping it, because it was very revealing. I'm just shocked. Like, what GMOs and phthalates and phthalates and milk hormone are they feeding this kid? Because she does not look like a 19-year-old, nor does she even act like one. But anyways, I digress. And y'all been asking me to make these Alabama Barker drama videos, and they're coming. All right, so let's jump into this, right? I saw Ethan Klein gave us an update about the CPS being called to his house, right? I'll post a clip in a minute, but I wanted to say this first. It mind blows me that Trisha Paytas still has not even mentioned to her audience, please do not send any hate. Hey, you guys, I can't control the fandom, but you know, I feel really bad for Ethan. We are family after all, and please do not, you know, go after him. Something like that. I wouldn't want that done on me, but yet she hasn't said anything at all. As of time of making this video, right? I'm gonna check it live, live. She posted a video called Trisha and Moses Exposed.
Like, oh my God, this might have been
by shocking AI video. Just Trish. That was 1 day ago. No mention about Ethan Klein or the CPS. After that, Trisha chooses a baby name and, right here, Shane Dawson gets kicked out of Disneyland. And then she, again, in the video, she is using Shane Dawson's name for clicks and views. And I need to dissect that because there's so much to unpack. But if I were just to go really quickly, obviously she's jealous of Shane's views. She harped on his views that he got 2 million views. She's making fun of Shane Dawson and him trying to uncover some TikTok trends at Disneyland and how he was like digging, trying to pick up this brick. The way she said it, I'm telling you, it was shady. She was really poking the bear with Shane on that one. She really was. We'll unpack that in another video. And I'm like, you're sitting here, you have time to talk about your ex-best friend and pick apart his views. You have time to talk about all the other hot topics and you and Moses and AI, but not so much as a mention to Ethan Klein and the CPS being called. That right there, even to this day, it mind blows me that she didn't even mention that at all. To this day. I'm like, really? At this point, it's ego, arrogance, and pride, in my opinion, that's gotten in the way. The fact that she can't mention it. So let me roll you the quick 5-minute clip of Ethan Klein giving us an update about CPS coming over, and then I'm gonna talk more about how I feel about it. Here we go, roll it.
Forgot to say on Wednesday, yesterday was the big CPS meeting.
They're investigating you, homie.
This Child Protective Services guy came back. And
were your children taken away?
Yeah,
rightfully so.
My kids are still at the house.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy that I was able
today,
to
or
stay
what?
there, to be there for it. My sister was very sweet. She came over too to give Hila support.
It's very nice.
But I ended up being there, so it was a pretty full house when he came. But he asked some questions like, I don't want to say, he's a very nice guy, and he gets it. But he was asking him questions like, his first question, or first thing he said to them was like, I'm here to make sure you're safe. And we were like,
oh my God.
Restart. And then his next question was, do the dogs go to the bathroom in the house a lot? And which is like, by the way, it's such a leading question.
Yeah.
You can't, like, if you're interrogating someone, you can't ask leading questions like that. You have to say like, is the house clean? Is the house ever get dirty? Do you ever feel that house is dirty? You don't go straight to, is there dog doo-doo on the floor? That's a leading question. That's how you end up with to the killer, to make a murderer, not the main guy who probably did kill them, but his cousin, who's his slow cousin.
Yeah,
anyone with
familiar
me?
with the story.
I know what you're talking about. It's the how to make a murder documentary.
Yeah, his cousin got coerced into a false confession.
I can't believe that. That's crazy. Leading questions is like awful.
Yeah,
why not
especially
ask
to
like
kids.
where does the dogs go potty? Or
Yeah,
some
exactly.
shit like that. That's
Was
silly
Theodore
as fuck.
was Theodore like, what the fuck?
I'm not, the thing is though, like it could be that because he was not there for a long time. He asked them real questions, and he was like, "That's it." I think it's also possible he was just trying to like cut to the chase because he knew that it was. He understood the situation. He just wanted to get in, get out, and not disturb us. So I'm not. I don't want to say anything bad about the guy because he is a very nice guy and he's been very understanding. But it was basically like, "What did you eat for dinner last night? What happens when you?" He asked Teddy, who was homesick because he had an ear infection, "What did you do today?" And he goes, "I've been spilling lots of stuff." Because he kept spilling shit all day. He spilled like a whole can of Coke, and then he spilled like a whole milkshake and this whole thing. I was like, "Dude, please stop spilling stuff." And he goes, "I've been spilling stuff today." And he's like, "Really? So what happens when you spill stuff?" He goes, "Daddy has to clean it." And then he goes like, "Does Daddy get mad at you?" And Teddy goes, "Of course." He goes, "No. My daddy's perfect, and I love him." He didn't say that, but I
there you go.
I sensed it. He was interrogating Bruce, but he's too sweet.
Yeah, Bruce is sweet.
I mean, he's only 3, but he goes like, "What did you have for dinner last night?" Bruce goes, "I don't know."
He's playing coy.
Yeah, he's
just small
he's
smiles and
keeping it G.
being silly.
He's not saying anything.
Yeah, Bruce ain't no snitch. He knows. But yeah, it was basic stuff like that. And
sure.
He was in, he was out, and it was fine.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
He's just doing his job. But it's just a shame because he does important work, and it's just such a waste of fucking time to drive out to our house.
Yeah.
Spend the whole afternoon. I don't know where he came from, but driving, it takes a long time to drive anywhere in LA.
Yeah.
And we're kind of on like the outskirts of the main part of the city, so
yeah,
it's got to be at least like a 30-minute drive, 45-minute drive.
Oh yeah. Did the kids have any questions about who he was or something like that?
No. Well, at first I had this whole plan. I was like, "Oh, we have a friend coming today, and he talks to special kids to ask them questions and see what they say, just because you guys are so special. He wants to understand."
It sounds like Charles Xavier or something. Yeah, kind of.
They're gonna put you in a wheelchair and strap you to a helmet.
Send you to the X-Men school. Yeah.
I think, so I had this plan that was gonna be great, and then they dude just sat down and was like, "I'm here to make sure you're safe," and I was like, "Bro, I had a whole story." Anyway, it was fine. It was fine. So
that's good.
Unfortunately, I know there's people online who are sad, especially that one lady. They're not taken away from me. Despite it clearly being better for them to be.
Oh, I hope his kids get taken away from him. Oh, I hope so.
So cool.
They would be so much better off.
Moo.
Grab a snack and come on back. Okay, so also the makeup I'm using today, I'll link it down below in the YouTube shop. Definitely check it out and leave a like, leave a comment. It helps the algorithm out here so much. You know, I sit back, right? Because I get attacked. People are saying, Trisha shouldn't have to say anything at all. Trisha doesn't owe it. I'm like, no, come on. It's the right thing to do. I spoke to this other drama channel and he said, well, it's so confusing. I don't know. And I'm like, it's not confusing. It's her ex-coworker, now family member, is getting CPS called on them. It's the right thing to do to say, hey, please don't send hate. And although that may not do anything, it still shows compassion and humanizes her. This isn't Ethan Klein trying to get her to mention him. This isn't Ethan Klein trying to clout chase off Trisha. He, I think, would simply just like it to stop. And it came from her audience. It has been exposed that it's the fandom. And all she would have to do is acknowledge it. And she doesn't. And the fact that she doesn't, I'm telling you, it's gonna bite her in the ass. Karma will circle right around and bite Trisha Paytas in the ass. I'm telling you, it's not a good look. Until she does right by Ethan, nothing good will go good by her. Is that how it goes? Until she does right by Ethan, nothing good will come of her. Something like that. Because I'm telling you, it's so weird. Even if I don't like my worst enemy and I found out that was going on, I would feel some type of compassion and be like, hey, I'm sorry you're going through that. At least, and I know that if she was to text Ethan, Ethan would say, we got a text message from Ethan. She says she's sorry about it. Da, da, da. You know, thank you for that. Simple. She'll get, oh my God. A simple tweet, Instagram story, a TikTok, something. But she doesn't do anything at all, which lets me believe that Trisha is liking the fact that Ethan Klein is getting CPS called on him. When people say, oh, she's not gonna say anything, she already has. Ethan Klein needs to know that Trisha Paytas has responded to Ethan Klein's CPS calling, and the response is that she hasn't said anything at all. That's her response. Because the fact that she hasn't even acknowledged it says everything. It's almost like she's like, that's the vibe I'm getting from it. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe I'm getting from it. Anyways, first of all, I want to know, do you guys know where this character is from? Let me see, due to audience participation. I'll leave it in the chat. I'll leave it in this video. You put it in the chat. Do you know where this guy's from? I know. Do you know? Let me know down there. Leave a like, leave a comment. Okay. Anyways, I got this as a cake topper. I'm trying to do a birthday cake, and I wanted this on the top of it because someone really likes it. And I'll try. This is the hardest thing to find. I couldn't find these toys anywhere, and I found one on eBay and I ordered it. And yeah, apparently this was a popular TV show, but back in the day, but I can't find any. It's hard to find the merch, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'll let you guys go. Let me know what you think about that drama in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube.